All right, everybody, we are back from break. And now on this part, we're going to talk about Cynthia and her wife flipping houses, because this is amazing stuff that they do. And these flips are absolutely gorgeous. So let's talk a little bit about that. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. So I guess I can talk about how we started. So Bex is like a real estate guru. Like she's living in her purpose. It's beautiful to watch. But she started kind of like this journey for us. And she was like, I'm going to do real estate. And, I think I want to start flipping houses. And I was like, okay, that sounds cool. And then I decided to quit my job. I was working from home at the time. And I was like, I'm going to join you and see what happens. And granted, like we had no experience flipping at all. So it's been
Well, you can't tell.
Really?
No, you can't tell that you have no experience, because goodness, those homes are
it's gonna
gorgeous.
be like we're about to be on our 7th and 8th flip.
Okay.
And it's been about like 2.5 years.
Wow.
Since we started. So
That's quite a bit in a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Bex focuses on like the real estate aspect and all that fun stuff. And I focus on like the marketing and the design aspect, which is like my favorite part. And I love.
They look amazing. So
Thank you.
The whole flip thing, how did you guys, how do you do that? Like, how do you get involved in that? And I guess give us some background on that.
So I guess which
I guess
specifically,
like how do you do you guys like do it yourself, like the flips, and like you get hands on, or do you have like people that you hire?
Sometimes I wish I did, just because sometimes the timeline that we want doesn't match with like the timeline of I guess what's available. I'll just say it like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
But no, we don't do it ourselves. We have some really good contractors that we use, and hire them out so they can do the projects. But we focus just like on the aesthetics picking. But even within that, like it's so much. Sometimes like you have to pick, like the colors, the cabinet types, the handles, the hardware for, the doors. We also like pick up materials too, because sometimes it's easier and faster to do it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a
lot of hands-on kind of,
yes and no.
Okay.
But yeah.
So how long does it usually take to flip a house?
So it varies, depending on like a lot of factors, like if we need to like completely gut it and, completely do like electrical and plumbing, that takes a little longer. The shortest time range that we've done one is 2 months.
Oh, wow. That's fast.
Yeah. Okay. And then the longest has been like 8 months.
Oh, that's still not too bad. I mean, depending on the condition of the house, right? Because that is a major factor.
Yeah.
Okay.
22nd, the house that we met at.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that one took 8 months.
Wow. Yeah. It was gorgeous.
Thank you.
That layout, the finishes, the island.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love the house. I think one of my favorite things about flipping is that like every single house is its own unique aesthetic. And that's how I get inspired to like, every house that I design is like different. So,
and you name them, correct?
We kind of like this last one is called the Blue House because like that's the theme.
Okay. What are some of the other names that you've had?
We don't really have we just like name it the number of the house.
Okay.
Like
I thought you named it like
22nd or like 9th or
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So what made Bex want to do that? Like what prompted her to do that?
I think her main motivation has just been creating financial wealth, and real estate is the way to go. Like
it is.
Did her research and she was like, okay, this is how we're going to get ahead, and creating that generational wealth for, the upcoming generations. So.
Yeah. Yay, that's awesome. What do you guys do on your free time? Like, what do you guys like to do?
We like to travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the most interesting place that you've been so far?
I would say there's been like 2 specific like trips that we've taken that like really stand out. So we went to Hawaii.
Ooh,
That was really cool.
what part?
Oahu.
Ooh,
Have you been?
I have not, but I have people that say it's amazing.
You have to go.
Okay.
Like it's so beautiful. Like we were there and we were like, how do we not go back to the mainland? Literally,
That
like
good.
that's how much we loved
Okay.
it. I love that you like stand like in the sand by the beach and the ocean's right there, and then you turn around and the mountains are right there.
Wow.
Like you get the best of
Best
both
of
worlds.
both worlds.
And the weather was like perfect and
Oh my goodness. Yeah, because I'm like a water girl. Like I love the beach,
yes.
but the mountain is good too. Like I like hiking and like being with nature so I can be quiet with God and stuff. But
Yeah.
having both of our best of both worlds, oh my gosh, I wouldn't leave either probably.
Right? Yeah. It was amazing. It was life changing. And then another trip that we went to was a road trip. We went for 2.5 weeks.
Oh,
So we went down the Pacific Highway. Then we went to like Washington, Oregon, Seattle. We went to like a vineyard in California. And then like we drove to Vegas and then back here, and it was so much fun. It was unforgettable. Like we drove through I can't remember where we were at, but it was really close to like a reservation.
ooh.
And then I had an inkling. I was like, I want to, get off on this. It wasn't like an exit. It was kind of like a viewpoint. What is it called?
Like an
what I'm talking
outlook,
about?
like look out
Yeah,
the
like an
water.
outlook.
Okay.
And when we stopped there was like natives selling their crafts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you guys buy some?
Yeah, we did.
Oh my gosh.
It was so cool.
I bet.
Yeah. Bex got she got a wolf and I got a fox.
Okay. And where was this at? Do you remember? Or
I don't remember exactly where it was
Okay.
because it kind of just was all a blur,
Well,
but
yeah, I bet
yeah.
driving that many states.
it was a lot,
gosh.
but it was really exciting.
Okay. I love traveling.
Yeah.
I haven't done much out of the country, but I'm planning a Mexico trip in January.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Which part?
Isla de Mujeres.
Okay.
I was gonna go to Puerto Vallarta, but I'm gonna go to Isla Mujeres with a friend.
I hear both of those are like
Yeah,
spectacular.
she's like, let's go here. I'm like, okay, you know best. Like she's got people down there, so I was like, okay, let's go. So I'm a beach girl, so I went to the Bahamas on a cruise,
Mhm.
and I just remember laying in the see-through ocean and just on my back floating and just like looking up, like I could do this all day long because
Yes.
it was just an amazing experience. It was quiet. The weather was perfect. The sky was perfect. The water was like it was just absolutely the best time of my life.
Yes.
So I totally understand that whole Oahu thing.
Yeah.
And then the other flip side is the mountains. I went to Colorado and I hiked. Oh, I can't remember what the stairs were called, but I hiked it and I was like, oh my gosh, I never in my entire life thought I would be able to do this. I think it took me like, I want to say 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
extensive.
And it was all stairs. So it was all up incline, the incline, I think it's called in Colorado.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was like an accomplishment. I felt really accomplished after that and tired, but it was like an amazing experience being out there in the wilderness and just enjoying the peace.
I love it. I think I love going out and connecting with nature because it makes me feel so small,
That's
and
what
the
I
big
felt.
spectrum of it all. It's just like, oh my gosh, like my problems are so insignificant compared to like everything.
Yes. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just laying back and looking up at the sky and I'm just like, I am just a dot.
Yes.
I'm just a dot
Right?
laying here, literally. And you get a whole nother perspective when you look at it like that, how
Absolutely.
the world is and how small we are, but so significant.
Yes.
How do we even do this? How do we do
Right?
this? Like God is
Right?
amazing. Like how is this a possibility? Yeah, I love traveling too.
Yeah, that reminds me of like something that happened this past year too. So we went to the Keys and we took a yacht out to like the middle of the ocean. It's like one of the reefs that is like about to be like gone. Like I think it was like one of the 3.
Oh no.
So we were really happy to be able to see that. But when I was younger, I used to be able to swim.
Okay.
And something traumatic happened and I forgot.
Oh no.
And then when we went to the Keys, I went to the ocean and I remembered how to swim.
Really?
It was like a very healing experience for me.
Wow.
Yes.
That's what Healing Journey does.
Yeah.
It does. It just heals our body and then like it resets it. It like literally resets it. I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm so happy for you. Like that's a lot of people are like, "Oh, why would you be so happy about that?" That's an important part of knowing, and holy guac.
Yeah. It's like a core like fear, trauma being released.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Wow. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Welcome. I love to swim. I love to be in the ocean when there is like see-through. Like I don't want to be anywhere that I can't see because I am deathly afraid of whatever's in that ocean.
Right? Yeah. Like lakes and stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't get in those.
Yeah. I used to, but
Call
then
me
I was
bougie
like,
if you want. I don't get in them, okay?
No, I
Unless
get
it's
it.
a pool or a see-through ocean, I'm not getting in.
Yeah, you never know what's down there.
Gosh, no. No. I could go on about some things, but I won't because it's just no, I won't do it. Not only like the animals that could be in there, but the like disgusting.
E. coli, Yes. No, I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Okay, good. Like some people are like, "What do you mean you won't swim?" I'm like, if it's not a pool, a clear beach, like an ocean, I'm not doing it.
I used to be like that, and the Bex pointed all of that out. I was like, okay, you're right. You have a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. My kids do it. My kids don't care. My kids will go in anything. They don't care. Their dad has iron sharpened them like for everything.
That's
like,
good.
They're just like,
those are good qualities to have.
Yeah. Until they're jumping off bridges at 3:00 in the morning.
Oh my God. Talk about living on the edge.
Yeah, they do.
I like it.
Thanks to their father. But it is what it is. They're good. They're good kids, and they're they have no fear. So
that's good. That's really good.
Yeah. So
because there's a lot of that.
Yeah. That is like the enemy's biggest thing with us is
it holds
fear.
You back.
It does. That self-doubt, that imposter syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so real as a business owner.
Yes.
Because you don't get awards, you don't get recognition. It's like you versus you. Like, yeah.
I was feeling that way at the beginning of the year, and then I went to this retreat in Oklahoma. It was a women's retreat, and I'm very inclined to talk to God like all the time. Like I have conversations with him, and clearly at the mall, that was the thing. So I'm like going there, and I'm like, I've been volunteering at church, and I've been working my butt off, and like I just feel like I'm not seen. And I was like talking to him about that, and I kid you not, I walk in, me and my friend Heidi get there, we open our chairs, we sit in the building to get everything started, and this woman who is sitting behind us walks up to me, and I'm sitting, so she's standing, and she looked right at me, and she's like, I just want you to know that Jesus sees you, he hears you, and you are important. And I was like,
wow.
I was like, ma'am. I was like, it was full circle about the mall. Like I had told someone everything was going to be okay. And this lady just confirmed for me what I was feeling. And through her, I got my confirmation. Like, wow, he does see me. He does hear me, and I am loved, and I'm important. And I don't have to worry about humans telling me that I am or not to be in his eyes perfect. So that was like
beautiful.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is happening. And then I'm like, okay, so when I am prompted to do things like that again, I obey fast this time, because it let me know that what I say to other people through him is so important.
Absolutely.
So important, because you don't know what prayers you're answering for them.
Right.
And that was like a big full circle moment for me. So I was like, okay.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So I know. I have an amazing life. I sometimes I'm like, I
Is
doubt.
this a dream?
Yeah. I doubt sometimes. And then I'm like, no, like that's the enemy. That's the enemy. Like, no, I have an amazing life. I am living a dream, and I'm living like a movie. And I'm so grateful for that, because a year ago I wasn't,
Yeah.
and for my whole life I was struggling, and my whole life I was fighting and in survival mode and in mom mode. And now I'm just like
thriving.
Thriving.
I
And
love it.
I love it.
I
Yes.
love that
Thank
for
you.
you.
Thank you. And yeah, I'm just so grateful. So
Good. There's a lot to be grateful for.
Absolutely.
So many blessings. And the more you're grateful, the more blessings come to you.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Because what you complain, more things come to complain about.
It's because once you put that frequency out in the universe,
Yes.
like things will show up to match it.
Yes, the
I don't think
vibration.
people understand that. Yeah.
They don't. There was a thing, and it was this frog, and it was singing, or how whatever it does. It cricket. I don't know. I don't know what a frog does.
Croak is
Something like that. It was going off, and the water around it was moving, and it was changing kind of shapes. And they were like, "Yeah, it's from the vibration of the sound, and it's moving the water." And then there was another gentleman who was doing a similar experiment, and he had this water kind of like flowing out, and excuse me, there was music going, and I believe it was Michael Jackson. And every time like a different note would hit, the water changed shapes and the length it was going. I mean, it was just amazing. And if you cannot believe that, like, you should probably do some more research, because it is so true.
It is.
Vibration is a thing, and vibes are a thing, and
Vibes
energy
are so much
is
a thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to know that, like, to be on the frequency of your highest good. And again, it goes back to gratitude. Mm-hmm. It goes back to believing, because believing is the biggest part of receiving. If you don't believe, then what is there to give you if you don't believe in it? So believing, I believe, is huge. There's so much that goes into it that just, it'll change your life if you let it. Your mindset, meditating. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, if I don't meditate, my mind is chaos.
Yeah. Or journal. For me, journaling is really
Journaling is good. Yes.
Yeah. It helps my thoughts, it helps them become more linear. Because sometimes they're like in a circle and a blur.
Yeah.
But if you can put it down on paper and just kind of notice the patterns, it's so important, because then that's where you're able to see it and heal.
Yeah. It takes work.
It does.
It's not easy.
Healing is not fun. It's not for the faint of heart.
It's not.
It is like, you're going to have really, really low days, and you're going to have really, really high days.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's so worth it.
It is.
Because you become this person that is whole nother heart, a whole nother mind, a whole nother movement in the world, and you become the light.
Yes.
And then you just grab onto other people and you just pull them back to the light.
Yeah.
Because we were all born into the light. We were all made in God's image, and society and the enemy just attacks us. Yeah. And so we have to unlearn a lot of things, but it's so worth it. And I'm not going to lie, I am not perfect at it.
Oh,
and
no,
I struggle.
Neither am I. Oh, yeah. The ego is so strong some days, right?
I'm like, okay, be humble. Stop it. Like, I'm literally talking to myself, like, calm down. Like, and I think I'm able to control it a little bit more now than I did before. And lust is a huge thing. And I'm able to control that now. And I think that society just overstimulates us so much that we just have to like take control back of our lives,
For sure.
of our mind, of our body, of our image, of everything, and then just get to work.
Yeah. I saw somewhere that our minds are like tofu. Whatever you marinate it with is what it's going to absorb. So
that's right.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true. And when you go on that journey, just know that you are not alone. There are other people out there. God's always with you if you just call on him. And when you are down and you think you can't get back up, that is the time to get back up. Mm-hmm. Because you have got that, there's something keeping you down. And when you tell that something to just get out of your way, and then you come out of it and you're just like, yep.
So much stronger.
Yep. You're so much stronger.
Builds so much character.
Yes. And so much resilience.
Yes.
Because if you don't have resilience, it's hard. It's hard. So build your resilience against everything.
And stand in your own truth, I would say too. Like, and listen to your intuition.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are in doubt. They're like, oh my gosh, should I do this?
Yeah.
You know, and they're always looking for like external validation or opinions. But like, you have the answer. Like, if you sit with it, your body will tell you once you quiet your mind.
Yes. Discernment, intuition, whatever everybody calls it. Listen to it. It's guiding you to where you need to be. And I did say in the last episode as well, we have a power of choice. And with power of choice, that determines your destiny. You can either choose the right way or you choose the wrong way.
Absolutely.
And we can most of the time get back on track and go the right way. But why make ourselves suffer when we can just sit with ourselves, listen to what our bodies are trying to say and what God's trying to tell us, and just go the right way the first time, you know?
I think it's the ego, right?
Yeah.
And then
Pride.
also like no one has taught us to do that.
That is right.
So it's a journey of self-discovery to figure out who you are and, you know, how it all works.
That's right. Research, do the breath work. Breath work is huge.
Oh, yeah.
Breathing is the most calming thing if you actually do it. I know like our minds tell us, oh, just breathe. Okay, yeah, just breathe. But if you really breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth and just do that like 6 times, your mind is like no longer cloudy and you're like thinking straight again and you're not ego filled and you're not angry, and it just helps to calm our nervous system.
Yeah.
And breathing has been huge for me.
Same.
Because I had a temper, and I still sometimes can let people get to me, because at the end of the day, it's my choice to let them get to me or not.
Yeah.
And it's my choice and my destiny to fulfill if I'm going to be like that or not.
Yeah.
And to have that awareness is huge. And breath work, journaling, meditation, just being with yourself, nature, movement. Oh my gosh, being out and just grounding yourself with no shoes on
so
the ground.
Powerful.
So powerful. So powerful. You like get these, I don't even know how to explain it, like this electricity through your body.
Tingles. Yeah.
I'm like, this really freaking works. No wonder kids love to be outside barefoot.
Yeah.
That's where they get all their energy from.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, I want what that kid's on. Go get some grass.
Right.
Go stand in some grass. And not just for 2 seconds. Like, be out there for like an hour. Like, just be a kid.
And the sun, it recharges you.
Yes, the sun, the moon, everything. It's just all divinely put together for us. But we just have to tap into it. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Cynthia, for being here and talking with me. And I am so grateful to have met you and know you. And hopefully we can get coffee again soon.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I'm really, truly humbled to be here and that you chose me to be here on your podcast. So thank you. And congratulations on your new podcast. It's exciting.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.